Judo is very much about balance, control, gracefulness, and landing these crazy throws. I ended up making it to collegiate nationals for judo. I posted my right dominant arm. I did completely rupture my tricep ligament and tear a chunk of my bone out. I'm taking full-time engineering classes. I'm in a lot of pain. Guess where my healthcare provider is? It's on the other side of Highway 17. I would go to the physical therapy clinic. I'm incredibly fatigued from doing this incredibly challenging drive. I'm like, there has to be a better way. There are 30 million Americans in the United States that live in rural medical deserts. And what this means is basically the nearest hospital, the nearest clinic, it's 4 hours away. Access to care, especially when it comes to physical rehabilitation, it's a huge challenge. I remember at the time the first virtual reality development kits were coming out. These things were basically really cheap motion capture systems. I was like, how can we think about this therapy approach and how can we gamify it and make it a little bit more fun? We partnered with the Cabrillo College Stroke and Disability Learning Center, and we had people in their 70s and their 80s insanely competing to catch these shooting stars to just talk smack about everyone else that couldn't meet their scores. And so we saw, from this process, there was a 40% increase in compliance compared to the traditional therapy protocol. I was like, whoa, I found what I want to do. At Immergo, we are building one of the world's first embodied telehealth platforms for physical rehab. We send you a VR headset, you put it on, and it's like you're in the same room together. And the magical part is I can go up to you, I can tap your shoulder, and then I can immediately get the biomechanics that I'm interested in.
So we've talked to a lot of physical therapists, over 300, and they basically told us current telehealth solutions just don't meet their needs.
We really just want it to be used by people, help people, bring care to people in situations that maybe they couldn't get it before.
We can decrease the level of error by 4 times compared to that of in-person physical therapy. This past year at the 2024 Paris Olympics, my little sister took gold as the youngest Olympian in USA wrestling. And right after the day of the competition, she put on the Immergo headset and she met with a physical therapist on the other side of the world. I mean, full circle, just crazy. We applied for the $1 million Small Business Innovation Research Grant, and we were just awarded it back in April of 2024. In fact, this month, we've just onboarded 10 new physical therapists, and they're actively using the platform. We're partnering with the VA for a usability study that will happen over the next couple months. We're very close to a public launch. I have a chip on my shoulder to make it easy for everyone, to give everyone the best tools with this sort of tech. Leveraging this immersive technology to improve people's lives. That is powerful.